Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. You've reached Chris Loves Lux. And today is episode 2 of the new series here on my channel called All Eyes On. And if you remember from last week, we featured Natasha Denona's eyeshadows. But today we move on to Viseart. So I have here my entire Viseart collection, which I will go through and then do this look for you. And if you are enjoying the series so far, even though it's only been one, click that like button. Let me know down in the comments. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I am Chris and I do things all luxury beauty, some fragrance, and an occasional unboxing. Speaking of unboxings, if you are not following me on Instagram, you are missing all of the goodies that I am unboxing as I prepare to go on vacation in August. Okay, enough talking, because I'm ready to show you this look. I'm ready to show you my collection, etc. So listen, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Become a part of the fam. With all that being said, let's get into episode 2 of All Eyes On Viseart. I'll see you at the end. All right, everybody. This is episode 2. All Eyes On Viseart. So I do have all my Viseart palettes. Yes, these are all the ones I have in front of me. My collection is not as large as my Natasha Denona, so it shouldn't take us that long to get through it like we had, like it did when we did Natasha last week. So I'm going to start off with the these palettes first and then go into the 12 pans and then the larger pans, okay? All right, so let's start with this one, which I have not used yet, but this is the Petite Pro 5 Soleil palette. This is the little mini ones. This is perfect for like vacation size, so this is why I purchased it. But look at that. So I have those colors in here. These are vacation vibes right here, right? Haven't decided what palettes I'm taking on vacation and which ones I haven't, because I'm not going to go crazy. At least I'm not thinking I'm gonna go crazy with the makeup. This one is the Apricotine palette. It's pretty peach palette. This could be an everyday palette. This is definitely neutral based palette. Can be used every day. This palette here is the Dark Edit palette. I waited so long to finally bite the bullet and get this palette. I'm so happy that I did. It did come broken from Beautylish. I think that's where I got it from, or Sephora, one of the two. You can see it's broken there. But other than that, I didn't care. I'm gonna take this off so you can really see the colors. Look at those colors. If you like dark colors and you like to smoke out a lot, you have a lot of colors to play with, transition colors, lid colors. I really do like the color story of this palette. So, and it's these sizes here, very good for travel. Very good for travel. Then we have the Violet Intendu palette. Actually, this one came broken from Beautylish. This one came broken from Sephora. I don't know what it is about the palette. Beautylish did refund me because they were sold out, but they didn't want me to pay for this palette. As you can see, this whole thing was crushed and crumbled all over here, so I had to really take my time to clean it off in order to not cross contaminate the rest of the colors with that shade. But if you love purples, this would be a good pick for you, especially if you didn't want to carry larger palettes. All right, that's all I have from these sizes, right? I didn't go crazy because the pans are so small. I'm not a huge fan of those real small pans like that, so that's all I have for that. Now, next up are all of these 12 pans. I don't have every single one, but I do have most of them. So let's start off with my favorite one, which is the Neutral Mattes Milieu. I don't know, Milieu. This one right here, let me open it up so we don't get any glare. Y'all, the cover's dirty. This is dirty. You can see that is one of my favorite shades as I dig into that. That shade might have been, if I was to get pan in anything, it might be, you know, that shade. I'm using this one and I just started using that one. These shades here I don't really use. I've used this one. I really use like a U. All of these shades here I've used most. But I do like this color story in this palette. Okay, that's Neutral Mattes Milieu. I know I'm jacking that name up, but y'all could correct me in the comments. This one is the Dark Matte 04 palette. I have used it, but not that many shades. I know I used this one right here. And is that it? That might be the only one I use in this palette. Okay. Then we have the Cool Mattes. So we just went over Dark Mattes. This is the Cool Mattes palette. And it's exactly that. Very cool tone palette. Very good for transition colors. Then we have the Warm Mattes palette. Good for, I know it's translating a little lighter on camera because of the lights, but honestly, you can use any of these at my skin tone. Even this one, because it is darker than what it's showing up on camera. And transition shades, you want to blend out a harsh line. This is good for that. Then we have the Neutral Mattes palette, which you see the theme here, right? So, and this is really neutral colors, some cool tone, but mostly neutral. I don't really use this. I don't use this at all. I have used this black here. When you're trying to find that perfect black, and you don't want to use up what's in your Wayne Goss palette, or all your Pat McGraths, because those are the two best blacks I think I have in my eyeshadow collection. But that is the Warm Mattes. Now we get into the others. This is the Koi palette. These I have not used yet, any of the shades. Okay, these are nice metallic pastels. That's what I like to call it, even though some of them are not as pastel-y, but I do, and I love Viseart shadows. They make some of the best shadows, right up there with Pat and Natasha. Then we have the Paris Nudes palette. There's a lot of great inner corner shades like this one, like that one. If you wanted to brighten your inner lid, these are great shades for that. And then you also have lid shades. I mean, you could do whatever. There are no rules. Then I have the Sultry Muse palette. This is more neutral, warm leaning. Let me see if you can see that. So those are all my 12 pans. So let me just put this to the side, because now the big boys come out. And these I have used. I tend to gravitate outside of the Milieu palette, however you say it. I tend to gravitate to the ones I'm about to show you the most, especially when I'm doing other people's makeup, which I have been doing more since all of the restrictions have been lifted. People will probably ask, why do I have so many of these if I have larger palettes? But we'll get into that. So the first one is the Re-Promote. They rebranded this one, and this is the Grand Pro. It used to be called Grand Pro 1. Now I think it's called Grand Pro X, and that's the all mattes right here. I do use this palette, and really I use from this row over, right? Really, I haven't even used this row. It's really this row. and over. I could use some shades in these rows, but not this one, unless it was for in a corner or something like that. Definitely a transition palette heaven. Depending on the eye look, you can use any of these as a transition. Really, any of these as an outer corner, even these right here as an outer corner. These two as well, these first two right here. So definitely a palette if you were a pro, which is why it's called Grand Pro, and you just wanted all of your mattes in one place. You have them here. Now, why I have all of the other mattes and I have this is, one, the packaging. I can take any of these, like for instance, I'll be taking this on vacation. Why? Because anything that I'm missing in any other palette, with the exception of black, I could find in this one, right? And then I probably will take, which one was it? I might take this one because there's a lot of dark shades right here that I can play with as well. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna do a video. I think I'm gonna do a video on packing my makeup for a tropical vacation. Okay, so that was Grand Pro 1. Then I have, and that's when it started to come in. This packaging was first, then they stopped and just gave it to you like this, but Grand Pro Volume 2. Oh, she's so pretty. And she's messy because I use her. This right here, if you didn't want to spend the $80, you can wait until Muse Beauty Pro or Viseart has a sale. But even at half price is $40. You know, you don't have to. You could just get this, right? I do believe it's $175. If I could find a link, because this has been sold out almost everywhere, if I could find a link of somewhere that still has it in stock, I will link it in the description. But this is all metallic shimmers. That's all it is. So you have a wide variety of shades. You want a subtle look, you want a colorful look, whatever, it's here. So when you pair these two together, right, you can come up with a whole entire look after look after look. Okay, just want to close this right. So that's Grand Pro Volume 2. Next up is this one right here, Grand Pro Volume 3. I got this one on sale for $100. It's a regular $150. Don't quote me. Again, this one has been popular. I do think Muse Beauty Pro still has it, but I'll link this one. I'll link everything if I can find it in the description. But look at that. This is a color wonder wheel. I mean, what do you want? I mean, the only thing that it doesn't have are a bunch of purples. That's what I'm really missing out of here. You have your yellows. You have primary colors. That's basically what you have. I would have loved a row of purple somewhere. I mean, you have like, that's a dark purple. You have more like a fuchsia. Then it gets into reds and stuff. But if I could have like a volume 4, it would be different mixtures that you put together, like teals, which you kind of have here. But I would definitely appreciate a purple row. That's volume 3. Okay, so that's my entire Viseart collection. Not huge, but not small. I'll call it medium. For the purposes of our video today, the question is, what shall I use? And what I think I'm going to do, because I use all 3 of the big ones, I'm not going to use the big ones today. What I am going to use is something I haven't used before. Right, we could turn this kind of into a shop my stash slash, you know, I'm not going to use this because you guys know I use this all the time, as I stated. trying to think, do I want a cool tone look or a colorful look? So these are my options here. And I do have to sign on for work because it is early in the morning. So I'm thinking, we're going to do the Koi palette. We're going to use this one right here. I'm going to use these. These are more subtle palettes. Definitely for bridal, you could definitely use these. I'm not doing that today. Okay, so we're going to use the Koi palette, and I think we're going to pair it with the Cool Mattes palette. I'm looking at the neutral mattes. I've used the warm mattes. I've used the dark mattes. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to use these two and make a look. Yes, and I think I don't know which color yet, but these are the two palettes that I'm going to use. Let me show them like this. So we're gonna get us a nice look going there. We're gonna start off with this palette. Another thing that's great, because these are not mixed together, you won't get your shimmer and your glitter and everything inside of your mattes. Now, I am going to go in with this shade right here. No names, y'all, so we just gonna pat in, call it this one. And remember, this is cool tone, so when you see it go on my eyes, you're gonna see that it is definitely cool tone, because this is pulling off, even though it's taupe, once it hits my skin tone, it's pulling off gray, which is all right. And because I'm signing in for work, y'all, I don't want two different eye looks today. So we're gonna do the same thing on both eyes. So now I'm gonna take this Rougher 15. I'm gonna go in with this brown shade right here. Come on to, yes. I'm gonna go in with this brown shade and just not doing too much here. Just wanna y'all, I really did not put a lot on my brush on purpose, because this Viseart mattes are highly pigmented, okay? And I don't want too much smoke right now. And I just want to blend it in. It already looks like an eye look, and I'm not even done yet. Like literally, you see how little that is? And I do that on purpose. Viseart shadows do not come to play. They don't. So dipping your shadow in like you dipping in to another type of brand shadows, not the same. It's not. Take your time, build it up. Because once you make a mistake, it's hard to fix it. Okay, we're gonna leave that like that for now because I want to jump in and pick the shade. I am not taking this orange headband off, so I'm wondering which one of these. Let's see. Let's swatch. Ooh. Okay, now I'm gonna swatch this one. I think the yellow is a little too much. I'm gonna go on with this one here. Oops. So I have my Refer 02. Just dipping in. I picked a lot of product up. This is definitely going to pull off a cool tone look, which is cool for me. The one thing I don't do, you know, that I honestly, I'm sure you can, you could wet your brush and make it more pigmented. You know, if this is not this, if you want a deeper shade, but you guys know I don't do that, I can just use my finger, you know what I'm saying? So if I want, which does help it come out a little more, I'm gonna tell you what's interesting about this color is it shifts to a yellow a little bit. But it's all right, because I'm actually okay with that. What I am gonna do is blend this out. I am going deep in the corner, y'all, just so you know. This is not over. I like that look, y'all. Let me know down in the comments. I know I'm up here not saying much because I got all into my look. This is a nice cool tone look. So now, how deep do I want to get the outer corner? I want to get it deeper. Now that I have this, I am going back in with that dark brown. I'm not going to go into this shade right here because I think it'll throw the look off. But now I picked up a denser brush just so I can pack it on right here. Viseart makes great shadows, y'all. I know I keep saying that, but they do. They do. And I need you guys to understand that this is really effortless. Like, I know the large gram pros, it says pro, and that's just because of the packaging. The formula is the formula. You know what I mean? So if you don't want that big, huge thing, you can get color stories that appeal to you in this packaging, in the 12 pan. You can travel with them. It's easy to throw in your makeup kit, makeup bag, and keep it moving. Look at that. This is work. This is for work, because remember, y'all, I do have to sign on for work. So one thing I am going to do, though, I'm going to go into this shade right here, this middle shade right there with this brush. I just want to do this a little bit. I'm really touching it. This is just my brow bone right here. Generally, I don't do that, but I feel I need to because of how cool this is. I see the line though, that's the problem. Okay. Y'all, I'm liking this look. So what I'm gonna do is go off camera, finish the rest of my face, and I'll be back. All right, y'all, welcome back. This is the final look. Tell me what you think down in the comments. I'm loving this look. I really am. It is work appropriate. It's bright. It's still fun. It's not too crazy. I'm feeling it. So really quick, let me just tell you what I have on my face. For foundation, I use the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue in 5N2 Amber Honey. This is my true match. I had to deepen it out. I used a little of one drop of the what is this? The D-Bronzy drops from Drunk Elephant. It only darkened it a smidgen, not enough to match my neck. So my trusty PAC powder, I have a darker shade in the powder, which is this powder right here, which after I powdered the foundation to set it, it was perfect. This is medium deep 4. Under eye is my Forever Correct by Dior. I have my powders and everything on. I don't think that's really important. What is important is my cheek. It is by Viseart. I mixed Cantaloupe and one other shade. I do not remember what this shade is here. I know this one is Cantaloupe because I have them in the back, but this sticker came off, so I have to look up what that one is. But that's what's on my cheek, and I'm feeling it because it's pulling it all together. I Need a New Glow is giving me that glow you see by Natasha Denona, that highlighter. On my lips, I have the I Need a Nude, where is it? My favorite Natasha Denona lip liner in Lala. On my lip itself is Blush Honey by Tom Ford. This right here, I got this from the CCO, and y'all, I don't know how long it's gonna last. I might get to the end of the year and I might have to replace it because Tom Ford already don't last long. Getting it from the CCO is not helping either. But anyway, all right, so this is the final look. Let me know down in the comments. I'm ready to sign on for work now, y'all. I feel like I am work appropriate. I have a fun headband, and the eye look brings it all together. But let me know, am I right? Am I wrong? What do you think about the Viseart products? Did I show you something that you've been thinking about that now you're gonna get? I'm so happy that I finally used the Koi palette and the Cool Mattes palette because I hadn't used them. So now I feel like I can use them more. I'll just close my eyes so y'all can just see the whole look. Right? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, y'all. But I always am feeling Viseart shadows. If you do not have any in your collection, I would say I go with the color schemes that fit you, that you're going to get the most use out of. I will link what I can in the description. If you see the links and they are affiliate, I'll just put a little asterisk because I might be able to find things that aren't affiliate, and that's fine too. But if you choose one of the affiliate links that have an asterisk, just know that I do get a small commission that helps me put back into the channel by buying makeup so I can review it for you guys, etc. But anyway, that's it for episode 2 of All Eyes On. Let me know you're liking the series, not liking the series. Also, I didn't want to say at the beginning of the video, but I did change my lighting, right? Because my softbox bulbs went out and they're hard to replace the bulb. So I have some new LED lights. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you see a big difference? Did you not notice? It's important. Your feedback is important to me. So let me know down in the comments. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs it up. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. But the most important thing I need for everybody to do is to stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.